Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Jay. How are you? How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's having a good day. I'm one day behind in getting my planning done. Finally almost back to feeling myself. So I'm really glad to be here back to making my videos again. And also to get ready to plan because I'm back at work. And boy, do we have a schedule. So let me get going here. And let me tell you about what was happening. So, I wasn't feeling too good, though. So I went to the doctors, and one of the problems was I had my knee operated on a little bit ago. Oh, you know what I forgot to say? Planning for the week of May 3rd through 9. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So I had my knee operated on about a year or so ago. And so I had to go back to the doctors, and I was having a little trouble with it, right? So the doctor said, I know you got some other stuff going on right now, and you need to get more exercise because you need to get that leg some more exercise. So she goes, and your walking is not enough. You gotta get going with that. So she goes, why don't you, get yourself a bike and just ride the bike for a while? I said to myself, that doctor must be whacked out because I can't be riding no bike. I haven't rode on a bike in like 20 some years. So I don't know what I'm doing. But the thought had merit, and I was like, I can ride a bike. And plus, there's some women in my community here who ride bikes. So I said, okay, maybe I could get a bike and join up with them. And so whenever I want to find something that I don't want to pay a lot of money for, I go on off to the Goodwill and see what they got. And I said, okay, so get the bike. So I went over to the Goodwill, and there was a nice little bike over there for $30. The only thing that was wrong with it was the back brake wasn't working. But my brother Bob, master bike builder. When we was kids, my mom never bought bikes. We never had a bike that was bought because Bob, the master bike builder, could build a bike. So I got the bike and got it loaded into my car and everything like that. I don't know what happened there. Got it loaded into my car and everything. And so on the way home, I called my brother Bob and I said, hey, Bob, I just bought a bike and I'm going to need you to look at it for me. So he goes, yeah, bring it this way, and I'll look at it. And so the one thing about my brother, he lives a distance from here, and as you all know, I have no sense of direction, so I'm going to have to get myself over there with Google and whoever else can help me get there. So I start out, get up early, and I start on out. And that's another thing, get up early and start on out. Wasn't doing too good, so I told him, I said, listen, I'm going to have to keep my mask on and everything, keep my distance for you, even though I'm vaccinated, because I got some other issues going on and stuff. The doctor said I'm not contagious or anything, but for your health and everything, I'm just not going to get that close to you. So he goes, yeah, whatever you got to do, just do that, and I'll see you when you get over here. So I said, okay, this is going to be perfect because my brother, the master at fixing bikes, is going to get this bike ready and up and going for me so I can ride. So I went over there. He ended up, fixing the bike for me. So had the bike all fixed. And so he goes, do you know how to ride? So I go, well, no. So he goes, so you are going to get on a bike. You don't even know how to ride, but yet you're going to put yourself on the bike and go, listen, this is what the doctor told me to do. So I got to be listening to what they say. She said, get on the bike and ride, and I'm going to get on the bike and ride. So he said, well, you go on with yourself and do that. But be careful, because you don't want to hurt nothing that you can't get fixed. So I said, I understand, Bob. I understand. So I got on home that day, and he goes, and he said, well, before I left, he said, let's go. You better don't forget to get yourself a helmet so that you won't hurt yourself. So I said, oh, yeah, I'm going to need like a helmet so I won't hurt myself. So I went on about coming home, and I was like, okay, I think I could stop at the store. I ain't going to get by no people or nothing like that and get myself this helmet. So I went to the store and got the helmet and everything so I would have that so I could ride. So by the time I got back home, that all tired me out. So I said, the next day, I'm going to go out and test the bike. So that day, I went on out, got the bike, put my little helmet on, and went on down the street. Right there I was riding down it. Well, first I walked the bike because I was like, bike, this is a slight hill. We don't know nothing about hills yet. So I'm just going to walk you down there. So I walked the bike down there. No shame in that. I walked the bike down there. So I walked the bike down the street. And I got on down there and everything. And I said, all right. So I got up on the bike. I was riding like a pro. I was like, you know what? Ain't nothing to this bike riding. I don't even know why I was acting scared and everything like that, riding a bike. So I'm riding. So I came upon, I'm riding, right? And I'm pedaling, feeling good. The wind was blowing in my face. It was a hot day, too. I was like, this feels fantastic. And I'm just going, Jay, you living your best life. Look at you, living your best life riding a bike. But I wasn't paying attention. And in my neighborhood, they're still building homes, too. So I wasn't paying much attention because, I'm complimenting myself on living my best life and riding this bike, right? I'm complimenting myself. So I'm riding on down there, and I come to a curb. So I come on around the curb. Boop, boop. Next thing I know, I'm off the bike. Fell right off. Bike one way, me the next way. Wheels still spinning on the bike. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I'm feeling like, oh, woo, girl, you kind of hurt here, a little hurt. And I'm thinking, you know what? You're going to have to get back up and get that bike and get yourself back home. So I go, okay. So this man from the construction site comes rolling over, running over. He goes, hey, ma'am, are you all right? Because, I didn't even realize I was still laying on the ground, sprawled out, not in the middle of the street, but on the curb, right? So he goes, ma'am, are you okay? So I go, yes, sir, I'm fine. He goes, but you fell off your bike. And I go, I didn't fall off my bike. I just, I laid the bike down. He goes, ma'am, I saw you from over there. You fell off that bike. Are you all right, ma'am? So I said, yeah, I'm all right. So these people come out the apartment because I was riding down by the apartment. So these people come out and they go, hey, ma'am, are you okay? Do you need some help getting up? And of course, I did need some help. Getting up, right? Because I scarred up my elbow, my knee, and everything. And I was like, no, don't touch me. Get back. Don't touch me, right? Don't touch me. Please don't touch me, right? So he goes, but ma'am, are you all right? Do you got a number? Somebody you want us to call? Or anything like that? And I'm thinking, wow, I was just a few minutes ago, I was living my best life. Now, I'm sprawled out in the street and everything. So I'm like, oh, goodness. So he goes, ma'am, is there anything you need, anything from anybody? You need anything? So I go, no, sir, I don't need anything. So the one woman comes up to me. I go, ma'am, please don't get too close and everything like that. I'm just. She goes, well, what happened to you? So the older woman. She said, well, what happened to you, child? And I'm like, and I so badly wanted to say, I'm living my best life. That's what I'm doing. Riding my bike. And yes, the bike ran, I was going too fast and the bike came out from under me and threw me in the street. That's what I wanted to say. And I go, I'm okay. I just, turned the corner a little too fast or whatever. She goes, well, what you doing on a bike anyway? So I go, people can ride bikes, ma'am. They can ride bikes, ma'am. So she goes, well, aren't you should you be riding? You seem, I go, don't say nothing about me seeming old. And I'm still on the ground at this point. I haven't even figured out how I'm going to get myself up because my elbow was hurting. I was like, man, praise God, up my elbow. But I wore long sleeves intentionally, right? So I go, ma'am. So the man from the construction site, he goes, ma'am, you need to get yourself up. Is your bike hurt? So he stands my bike up, right? And I'm thinking, I ain't never riding that bike again. That bike tried to kill me, that stupid doctor, right? I'm going to be dead from the bike ride. So he stands my bike up. He goes, ma'am, you need to get up now. Get up. Can you get up, ma'am? I go, oh, sure, I can get up. I can get up. So I slowly drag myself on up, right? So they go, so everybody asked me, it's like about 5 people by then. They go, are you all right, ma'am? You sure you're all right? Did you need, me to get my truck and take you to your house? I can put your bike in my truck. I go, I ain't no need for that. I'm going to ride my bike going home. So he goes, you live around here? I hope it's close. I go, no, I don't live around here because I don't want nobody follow me or anything like that. So I go, no, I don't live around here, right? So they go on about their business. So I walk the bike for a little bit. And my mind says, weren't you just living your best life? Are you going to let a little fall injured stop you from living your best life, riding this bike with the breeze in your face and having a good time? You was even just going to be trying to get ready to sing a song, weren't you, girl, before you fell? I go, yeah, I was going to sing a song before I fell. So I get up on my bike and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to ride again. I go, as a matter of fact, I'm going to circle the neighborhood again and come back past this spot. So I get up on the bike, right, and I start riding again, and I'm riding, and I'm riding, and I'm pedaling, and I'm pedaling, and I'm pedaling, and I'm pedaling. I go around the neighborhood again, and I come back to this spot, and my mind goes, that's where you fell before. And I go, but I'm not going to fall this time. So I slow the bike down. I put my hands on the brakes and slow the bike down. I flip down, flip the gears down a little bit so the bike won't be going so fast, right? Be hard to pedal and everything. I think I flipped the gears up, but I don't know what I did, but it was hard to pedal. So therefore, I couldn't be going so fast. So I get on around the corner, whoop, whoop. So I got on around that corner, whoop, whoop. I was like, all right now. I flipped the gears back, start pedaling again. Wind was blowing in my face. I was having my best life. So there I was, having my best life, riding my bike. It's just, moral of the story, things throw you down, when your bike throws you down in the street, you get on up and you keep going and you enjoy your best life. Post-COVID, everybody, enjoy your best life. Whatever your best life is, whatever new adventure you're going to take on, and we all got to take on something. We can't be scared anymore to get out there and do something, because before I was afraid to ride the bike. You can't be scared to get out there. You got to get yourself out there and try something new. Do something that you always been talking about doing, as long as it's safe and it's not dangerous and it's legal. Go on out there and do it. If you, one of the people watch my videos, you go, you know what, I can do that YouTube stuff. Go and start your YouTube channel. If you one of those people say, you know what, I'm going to change my job, start looking for your new job. Live your best life. If you haven't dated and you want to date, go figure out how to find somebody to date. If you want to learn to cook, cook now. Learn to cook, do what you got to do, so by the time it's done, friends can come over and eat. Live your best life. That's what happens today. That's what I'm talking about. Now, this is my spread for the week of May 3rd through the 9th. Living my best life. Flowers are everywhere. I'm going to be exercising, get myself together, a little meditating, and I'm just gonna live, my friends. I'm just going to be living and being happy. Thank you for joining me today. And if I can find somebody, I'll take a picture and post it of me on my bike, not the injuries though. But I must admit, I'm going to say my leg is feeling like it used to be stiff at night. Leg is feeling much better. I've been riding ever since. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. Be the reason why somebody smiles. Don't let people stop you post-COVID, because you never know what's next around the corner, and you got to live your best life. If you like my video, Please give me a thumbs up. YouTube likes thumbs up. If you can, comment down below if it's nothing else but to say you go girl or live your best life, whatever you got to say, give me a comment. And if you're new to my channel, press that subscribe button and see what I do next time. I'm a planner girl. I do hauls and I do crafting. So I got a little bit of everything for everybody to see. Just press that subscribe button and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye now.